Hey YouTube, welcome back. If you saw my last video, I showed you some of the cards I got for Christmas and birthday, and I also got this nice repacked wax box. And you know, I've seen people break this before, and it's a lot of fun, right? At the end of the day, you know, it's repacked, but I mean, how often do you get to break cards from the 70s, right? So I'm gonna open this. For anybody who's not familiar with it, you get 12 packs of 10, 120 cards. I think it's roughly like $130 rough. So, you know, a little over $1 a card. And it's a lot of fun. You know, I don't think you're gonna, if you're looking to get your value back, I don't know that that's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, you know, if you're just looking to have some fun and collect some cards of the 70s, I think, why not, right? That, to me, this is the way to do it. So let's get in here and open it up. The first set, right, they always cover it with one of these to make sure there's no wax stains getting on there. And then you know, from there you get your cards. I'm gonna need to put some glasses on so I can see what we've got here, and here we go. So we've got a nice Gary Nolan. We'll start off with a Gary Nolan card, and then a Jerry Terrell of the Twins. And here's a nice, I think this is 1970 Sporting News, right? Tommy Agee making the catch in the World Series. So that's kind of a nice card. You know, a little off center, but it's a cool card, being an older card, right? Here's Joe Ferguson. This one is, you know, Ferguson it's a 70, I think it's a 78 or 79 Ferguson. Here's a 72 Enzo Hernandez. In pretty good shape. You know, he's a little beat up here in the top, but you know, not bad. Here's a Chris Chambliss card. I have a few of these from growing up. Chris Chambliss, this is before he played for the Yankees. Started out playing for the Indians. Good ball player, good solid ball player. Nice card. Here's a nice Lou Piniella. You know, this Lou is, we're talking about a 79, right? Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella was a pretty good hitter back in the day. You know, a lot of people know him as a manager, but he was a good ball player. Rick Wise. Here's an Indians team card. You know, nothing special. Checklist back in the day, and a Ted Ford. So really not anything major on that first pack, but you know, just it's fun, right? It's fun to get in here and look at it. So let's continue down this path. I'll try to get a little quicker. I know I'm a little slow at this. First time I've ever tried to break anything, so we'll pop it open and we'll pick up the pace, see if there's anything else going. Got a John Montague here. Nothing special there. Here's a Rico Cardi card. That one's pretty well centered also, a little left to right. I have a lot of these cards. This was right about the time I was collecting cards, right? Here's a Mayo Smith from 1970. He was a manager of the Tigers. There's a Larry Cox. Here's a Cecil Upshaw, 72 Cecil Upshaw. Here's a pretty nice looking Buddy Bell card. This card actually, you know, in good condition, actually rates pretty well. You know, nothing fantastic. You have to have a 10, and of course this isn't a 10, but I have a few of these Buddy Bells. He was a good ball player. The Bell family had a lot of good ball players. Rick Sweet, Pedro Garcia. Here's a 75 rookies. You know, nobody here other than, well, you got Keith Hernandez. Whoa, that's a Keith Hernandez rookie card. So once again, and that's in really good shape. This card's pretty well centered. Sorry about that. I was trying to grab it. Well centered, nice card. Wow, that's exciting. Nice Keith Hernandez rookie card. I'm gonna set that one aside. And then we've got a Walt Williams. It's pretty exciting. Also got Phil Garner on that rookie card with Keith. Phil was a pretty good ball player. Scrap iron, played for the A's, and he played for the in the We Are Family days of Pittsburgh. So a good ball player. All right, so we have Joe Wallace. Oh, here's a 1971, one of my favorite sets. This one's not brutally bad shape. Grant Jackson. It's a nice card. You know, not a high number, but it's a nice card. Leroy Stanton. Lenny Randall, pretty good little second baseman back in the day for Texas. Mark Belanger, this card's off, but Belanger was a good shortstop. Not a great hitter, but a great fielder. Pretty solid ball player all the way around. Darrell Jackson, Mario Mendoza, Tom Walker, Bill Bonham, and Bob Randall. Let's see what's next in this next pack. And we have Jerry Mumphrey, a Greg Gross. You know, this is a 78, so decent card. You know, I mean, it's a common, but in pretty good shape. The cards are in pretty good shape. It's fun to get cards. Rick Sawyer, oh, here's a nice card. A Roberto Clemente in action card is a really nice card. This is a 72. This card's in really good shape. I mean, it's pretty well centered. That's another nice, pretty nice hit for that card. Here's a 75 Del Unser. Nice colors in this card. Not a bad looking card. Here's an Angel Bravo in 71. Little beat up. It's a higher number though, 530. You start to get a higher number in these cards, they start to go up a little bit in value. Stevan Taveras, Jim Longborg, good ball player. You know, he won, I think he was a 20-game winner. I know he won, 20-game winner back with the Red Sox in the day, so pretty good ball player. Wayne Twitchell and Don Kessinger, who was a nice shortstop. This card's a little beat up. Shortstop for the Cubs. We're gonna keep on going here. This is so far 2 decent hits. You know, nothing great, but I'm pretty happy with the 2 that we've gotten so far. Here's a Bob Randall. I thought we had a Bob Randall already. Johnny LeMaster, good fielder. Couldn't hit his way out of a wet paper bag, but he was a good fielder back in the days. Doug Bird. Here is a Manny Sanguillen, a 1973 Sanguillen. He was an all-star catcher and a pretty good ball player. He'd swing at almost anything, but he'd hit, right? Cookie Rojas, Babochenko. Oh, here's a nice 1972 Jim Cott. Jim just got into the Hall of Fame. You know, this one's not centered too bad. Corners are looking pretty good. That's a pretty decent card right there. Here's a 1970 Jim Rowland. Whoops, just dropped Lamar Johnson. And finally, the last one on this one is Pete Broberg. All right, let's get into the next one. We're about halfway home, so we can continue to rip this thing and see what we come up with. This is fun. I mean, at the end of the day, where are you going to get the opportunity to get cards that were all in the 70s, right? Even the repack wax ones, right? So they're in the 70s, but they're great to have. Don Kirkwood. This is John Odom, Blue Moon Odom. Used to play for the A's back in the World Series days. Pretty decent pitcher. Nice card. Jim Spencer for the Yankees. You know, a 1979 Spencer. He was a decent hitter. He had some power back in the day. Here's a 70 Gagliano, infielder for the Cardinals. Roy White, he was a pretty good ball player. I think he played a few All-Star games for the Yankees back in the day. Here's Al Hrabowski, right? The Mad Hungarian, great relief pitcher in the 70s. This is in his prime here in 78. He was fun to watch get worked up when he would go in. This is a Cardinal team. Here's a Nate Colbert. Nate Colbert was a pretty good ball player, a lot of power. You know, I think he hit 30 some odd home runs a couple years there for a San Diego expansion team that wasn't all that great. 72 John Strohmeyer. That's in pretty good shape. I mean, just a common, but pretty good shape for. And then we've got a Topps traded of Horacio Pena. So really not a whole lot in that pack, but still, this is to me this is a blast. I enjoy doing it, seeing what you get, seeing if you get any fun cards. I mean, this reminds me of being in high school. A lot of these cards in high school in the 70s. These are the cards I would have got. Here's Ed Goodson. He played for both the Giants and the Dodgers. Here's a Stan Bonson, a 72. Decent pitcher. Terry Poole. You know, he was a pretty good hitter back in the day. It's a 79 Poole. Here's a Danny Briggs. You know, in pretty good shape, front and back. It's a 77 Briggs, so he's in pretty good shape. Eddie Fisher. Larry Dierker, I think he and his brother both pitched in the league, and I think he was a 20-game winner. I'm almost positive at one point. So, yep, pretty good pitcher in the day. Here's a 75 Herb Washington. And here's a Sal Bando. This card's in pretty good shape. Sal was a member of the A's team that won 3 World Series. He was a solid ball player. Good third baseman. Could hit. He was a really good ball player. Mike Anderson. And we have Blue Jays prospects. Pat Kelly and Ernie Witt both had pretty good careers. You know, they weren't bad ball players. So nothing spectacular there, but fun to watch. So all right, let's keep plugging away here. We're got 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 more packs after this one, so we're getting there. Here is Andre Thornton. A Carlos May. I have a ton of this set. I might have more 73s and 74s than any sets. That one's in pretty good shape. Carlos May was a pretty good ball player back in his day. Sorry guys, I'm making a mess here. Jim Slayton, Jack Heidman, Juan Berenger. Here's a Woody Fryman. You know, this card, if it were in a 10, actually, I believe would be fairly valuable. This one's pretty off-center, but Woody Fryman was a good pitcher in the 70s. Hoyt Wilhelm, you know, the knuckleball specialist. I think he's a Hall of Famer, to be quite honest with you. This is one of his last cards, and it's in pretty good shape, this 72 Wilhelm. Mike Weiss. Oh, Wilbur Wood, 20-game winner with the Sox. Wilbur Wood was a pretty good pitcher, too. He won 20 games a number of years with them, with the White Sox in the 70s, and then there's Enos Cabell. Okay, sorry about that. Taking a little time to get this one open. It seems to be sticking a little for whatever reason. All right, what do we have here? We have Tom Buskey. Here's a Ferguson Jenkins. There's a nice Hall of Famer, right? Older card. I have a few of these already in the PC, but it's always good to pick up another Hall of Famer. Roger Freed, Al Severinsen, rookie cards. This is a 1970 set. Here's a nice Hal McRae. You know, Hal McRae was a good ball player, and he was a manager for these guys also. This is in his playing days, but he did manage in the big leagues, and he was pretty good at it. Won a few games. Here's a John Matlack rookie card, a 70. A little beat up, but you know, I love the 71 is what that was. I love the 71 set, favorite set. Donnie Moore. Dave Cash, all-star second baseman back in the day. Ken Henderson, you know, pretty nice card here, 1979. Doug Rader. And Chris Spire. Chris Spire, all-star shortstop for a couple years. You know, he grew up, I was in the Bay Area back in the time when Spire came up, and he was a Benicia boy, so he was pretty well known in the Bay Area. People like to follow him. Here's a nice John Curtis. John Curtis was a good pitcher, and you know, I think he won close to 20 games before a few years. Ron Reed. There's a 75 Steve Klein. Here is a 78 Aurelio Rodriguez. I don't know the late 70s as well as I know the early 70s. 72 Jim Colburn. Jesse Jefferson. Here's an Al Ferrara from 71. You know, not a bad looking card considering it's a 71. Here's a Don Baylor. Here's a 1970 Maury Wills. Maury Wills, this is a guy that, you know, I think should be considered for the Hall of Fame, just based on what he did for baseball. He helped, you know, in the 60s, the stolen bases, you know, he helped revolutionize the running game. He was a good ball player, a borderline Hall of Famer, but nice card. Not in great condition, but not a bad card. Here's that Chris Spire again towards the end of his career. We have 2 more packs to go here, and we'll be done. Let's see what we've got in these last 2 packs. Here's a 75 Ted Kubiak. Here is a Julio Gonzalez. Oh, look at this. This is a Goose Gossage. Is this his rookie or his second-year card? This is a Goose Gossage rookie. So Rich Gossage, Hall of Famer. This card itself is really good shape. I have this card, but I don't have it in this good a shape. So that's a nice hit right there. Excited to have that one. Bobby Mercer. Little Rusty Staub, Legrand Orange. He was a pretty good hitter back in the days. Expos. He was big player with the Expos for a long time. Barry Foote. Mike Lum. The Royals. I remember this card, Jerry Bell. Look at the sideburns on this guy, will you? Back in the day, right, in the 70s, you had those sideburns. This is 73, so probably had bell bottoms too. And then you got John the Count Montefiusco, who was a pretty good pitcher for a few years with the Giants in the early 70s. I think he might have actually been Rookie of the Year, to be honest with you. So, all right, this is the last set in this box. So Steve Kemp, Rod Gilbreth, rookie card with really nobody that did much, with the 79 Angels. Larry Stahl, Joe Lovito. Oops, got 2 of them there. Jimmy Sexton, Wayne Granger, Jim Andrew, Tom Griffin, and a father-son of Mike Hegan. So, I mean, that's the set there. Here's the, you know, in my opinion, the best cards that I've pulled out of that set. You know, I'm pretty happy with this Maury Wills, even though it's a bit off center. It's a decent card. This Hoyt Wilhelm is in a really good shape, and it's a nice card. This Jim Cott is also another really nice 72 of a Hall of Famer. The Gossage rookie card is sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. The Clemente in action card, this might be the best card of the bunch. Love this card. You know, Clemente and Aaron are my 2 favorite players, and love that card. And then finally, a Keith Hernandez rookie card. So, you know, not a bad pull, all things considered. It was fun. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a bit rocky once again. This is only my 2nd time, but thanks. You know, remember to stay safe and keep collecting, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.